All right. All right, I'm back. Freaking laptop. It's 5 or 6 years old laptop. It break. It for no reason. The screen will go totally black, and when it goes totally black, I lose everything on cam. And it just pisses me off that it happens. So anytime you see a part 2, it's done that. It ain't done that for part 3, but I'm not even freaking moving, and my laptop goes. So I apologize for when it does that, because it takes miracles to get people on here. So, but anyway, I always try to make a topic about one thing, but everybody asks me about other things. So it is what it is in the hodgepodge things of life. So, I'll wait a few minutes, see if people come back. If they don't come back, I'll just wrap this particular video up, because I don't like to leave on a thing, but my laptop messes up from time to time. I have to get a new one in the future. Sometimes it blacks out where it's still on. And when it blacks out, the screen goes black for 10 seconds, 15 seconds. I come back, it knocks me off of YouTube. So, like I said, I apologize for any inconvenience. I don't mean to just up and leave. I hope people don't get mad at it, So, there you go. No, it happens. It's my laptop. It blacks out. It just kind of, I wasn't, I didn't just up and poof and leave. It very rarely happens, though. It's only the third time it's happened to me on YouTube out of like 50, 60 videos. No, what happens is I'll be talking, like I'm not even moving right now. I can be perfectly still, and my laptop will just go. It overheats like it's overheating now, and when it does that, it kind of, what it does is if you turn off the laptop and it goes cold, that's what it does. It'll just black out for 10 or 15 seconds, and James knows. It'll black out, and then it'll come back on. And when it comes back on, it says you have lost connection. So you can't see anything. So I have to stop and refresh it. It's a pain in the ass to do. So, yeah. Well, I just wanted to let you know that's what happens. So, plus, I didn't really know how long I was gonna chat anyway. I chatted for like 2 hours last night. My throat's still not recovered. But yeah, it's all good as far as that. I'm just trying to get the coin people. So I was saying, whatever. I mean, they may watch us, they may not. Because if you go back on my channel, I really don't have a lot of coin content. So, but I really don't want to make this particular channel, whatever. But like I said, I've gone metal detecting 4 times, and I found a grand total of 6 cents. So, and I don't really have any places to go. I went to my aunt's house and I dug a few times. I was always getting these signals, but I don't know how to really interpret them too much. And I would dig, and I'd waste like 30 minutes digging, and I'd find nothing. And I'm like, where the hell is the signal coming from? It would be like, see, here's the thing, the pinpointer thing, and and then I have it sawed off where it go beep, 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 beep. So, that's cool. My oldest coin is 18. I thought it was 36 or 37. But I think it's 1827 bust dime, and it's really, really, really worn down. I bought it from some coin place long ago. I think for like $10, $12. It's basically you can still see the what you call it on there. But I went and dug at the park a few times, and that's where I found the 5 cents. 3 cents were lying on top of the ground, so dug at my aunt's house, never found anything. That's weird that you can't find any information on it. But my backyard has so many wires I dug like so many times, and there's so many wires buried in my backyard because when my brother lived here, he didn't really care what I do. I mean, he don't live here now. He moved recently within the last few weeks down the street. So, but, you know, my landlord now, she was then too. She still is, but she lives in another state. So, and she's never going to come down here really anymore. So she's not going to care. And my mom don't really care. So it's kind of like, So I have permission to dig, but I asked my brother about digging at his new place, and the people that he's renting from are very, very strict. They don't. It's actually a clause in his lease. No digging without permission. He showed me the lease, and I'm like, holy shit, because I thought he was joking. He's like, nope. So you know, but a lot of these metal detectors, they knock on doors for permissions. I'd feel kind of awkward about that. You know, well, they have to have pictures about it somewhere, James. I mean, I don't know. What is dowsing? I have no idea what that is. Dowsing. I have no idea what that is. What is that? Is it Australia talk or something? You have to explain to me what it is first before I can have a comment on it. I don't know all the terms in the coin community either, so you know, I just like to think of myself as a casual person, you know. But so I did show Jamie a couple of my coins and bills one night. But I grew up mostly with like collecting cards. I have tons of football, baseball cards, some basketball, a few hockey, but I don't really fool with hockey. Last couple of years, I really slowed down on that because I don't really have the money for it too much anymore, even the cheapy ones. And plus, I can't get on my eBay account because they messed me up. So, okay, I'll Google it. But yeah, I really don't know what all that means. But I'll Google it and see. And then I'll have a comment on it, I guess, on my next video, I guess. So, yeah, if it's a fad, if it's something that's going on today, I probably don't know about it. I don't get too much into these popular genres or whatever. I don't know. Old school is cool. That's what I see. But I have boxes and boxes of coins. I gotta go through later on hour. Oh, you're talking about like tuning forks and how people take like tuning forks and they supposedly go through the ground and they think they have a vibration. They hit it and then they do the thing with on the ground and they say, that feels like there's something there. That kind of, that's what you're talking about? That mumbo jumbo? Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a bunch of bullshit. How can you find anything by that? I don't, yeah, I've heard about that in the past. I've never watched anybody do it. I actually have a tuning fork thing that I found one time. I found it in this house. It was sitting in the cabinet. The previous owners who had this house left a bunch of shit everywhere. So, yeah, you hit a thing and it goes ding, and then you kind of put it on the ground, and if the vibration of the pitch changes, and, you know, they do that for, they used to do that to find water back in the days, in the 1700s. They would do that. They would do a tuning fork, and they would put it on the ground, and if it hit a certain pitch, then they would know water was there. That shit's mumbo jumbo. Yeah, I don't know if there's any truth about that or any science. I don't know. I've never tried it. Maybe I can make a video on it one day. Who knows? So, yeah, I just didn't know what the term was. I've heard about that. I read about a lot of things. Whether or not that actually works, I don't know. If it helps me find a fortune, yeah, it is. Yeah, it's a load of shit. It is. If it helps me find the fortune, I'm all for it. Okay, I'll go try doing this shit. And if I get a signal and I dig up $1,000, hey, I will guarantee it works. But it's all a bunch of hokey pokey stuff, in my opinion. I mean, it's nothing more. It's in the same category as witchcraft and superstition and stuff, you know. But then again, I do believe in like voodoo and stuff, because being from New Orleans, you know, voodoo capital of the world, Marie Laveau, that you got to believe in that kind of stuff. But as far as this dowsing or dosing stuff, I don't see anything into it. I don't know. But I tell you what, though, and I could be wrong, but you can fake almost anything nowadays by technology. Some of these, and I actually unfollowed a person I used to watch, a YouTuber, because of this. A lot of this person's videos, I swear, were faked. And as far as faked, it's like they'll be like, okay, well, I'm doing a live dig, blah, blah, blah. I'll be right back. And then they cut back to it and they say, well, I got the plug already open. And look at this coin. And they pull out a coin. And I'm like, you know, they planted that there. There's no way that you pull out a brand new shining coin out of the ground like that when it's been in the ground for years. It's gonna deteriorate. It's gonna be, and they go, look at this beauty, and it's barely got any mud on it. And they go, it's been down here for who knows how long, and this is a beauty. And they rub it, they throw water on it, and I'm like, I kind of question some of these videos. Not all of them, but I kind of question a lot of times. Did they actually dig it up? Did they actually find it? And for most cases, I'm sure they did. But there was this one YouTuber, and I swear his footage looked so fake. And I unsubbed him basically because what he did was he clickbaited a video for metal detecting. And instead of talking about metal detecting, he started talking about politics, and he started talking about all the statues coming down from various states, the Confederate, and this and that. And I said, dude, I don't come on here to watch your channel about politics. If I want to do that, I'll talk politics. So I told him, I said, man, I come on here to watch coin hunts and coins. I don't come on here to talk about. It was a 20-minute video. He showed 2 minutes of metal detecting, and the other 18 minutes was him politicking about who I should vote for and what is my stance on America and stuff like that. I'm like, I told him I'm unsubbing him. I'm like, you know what, man? You're gonna lose a lot of subs if you want to talk about politics. Do a politic channel, but don't clickbait it and say you're digging for coins. And he showed 2 minutes of it, and the other 18 minutes were talking about his theories on politics, you know. So I unsubbed that dude. That dude's got like a lot of subscriptions too. So I unsubbed him. I didn't have a problem with him up until then. But now I got a problem with him. So, and I'm not giving that guy's name out because, you know, he ain't making no money off of me. I don't give YouTubers names out. Although I had ran a few videos ago where I did that. But yeah, but I like to watch the metal detecting, and I got really into that. And that's when my mom bought me a metal detector a few years ago. I just don't really have any places to go. I went on the beach a few times and did it and this and that, but I never really found too much. I mean, I found 6 cents and 2 hose nozzles. That's my grand total of metal detecting in like 5 attempts. E-beggars? I don't know what that is, but I tell you what, though, a lot of times I see on YouTube where, and this might be e-beggars, where there's a Saints guy, and he's not bad. I get along with him, but he does the super chat where people throw him 10, 15, 20 bucks for questions. And I'm like, what? But he don't e-beg. But me, I don't come on here wanting to make money. If I happen to make money in 5 years or 10 years, so be it. That means I've earned it. But yeah, that would kind of piss me off too. But I'm not gonna come on here and beg for money. Please beg it. No, I don't do that. You know, and they should have a strict policy. But there are a few YouTubers that I used to watch, and that's pretty much what they would do. They would put a title in the video, and then it's clickbait, and it's them saying, "Please donate to my stream. Please donate to my Twitch, my PayPal," and the whole screen would be like PayPal information, Twitch information. It's like, dude, stop begging for money. The way I see it, if people like your content and they want to and they want to subscribe and they watch you and they're a loyal viewer and they have the extra money, they're gonna, and if they want to, they're gonna give it to you. You know, you don't have to beg for money. You don't have to plead for money. Please give me. It's like the GoFundMe's. All of that's a scam. All that shit's a scam because a lot of times people go in there, I need money for this. There's one site where I don't remember the name of it. People go on in and they say, I need $2,000 for music lessons, or I need blah, blah. And I'm like, that's totally a scam. But you know how to get away with it because like GoFundMe and stuff, I think like Amazon gets like 8%. I think Google gets like 5%, and then you get the rest. So they wind up making money off of people donating money to you. Like if you have somebody sick in the hospital, and that's the thing, because I did it for my cousin. She was trying to have a baby, and she did. She needed to have that whole in utero whatever, and the surgery was like $50,000. So people, you know, friends and family would donate. And this was the only time I donated to her. So I figured I'd give her $1 or $2, and they have a limit. $5 or higher. You can't donate anything less than $5. They have a limit. And at the time, I think it was like Amazon 6%. Hello, Colorado Coin Hunter. I finally got a Coin Hunter person to view me. It's a miracle. Other than Jamie Coin Hunter. So, I appreciate the subs from the coin community. You know, I mean, like I said on my page before, it's whatever. Yeah, I mean, I don't come into this making, I don't, you know, not much Coin Hunter. I haven't really done any coin videos, but I've been a collector for a long time. Like I showed Jamie a bunch of my stuff and this and that. And when I found my Coinstar thing a couple of months ago, I did it. But the coin community's been welcoming me in open arms, you know. I never really asked for subs. They've just been giving them to me, so it's pretty cool. And I've had an interest in coins and stuff. I have my little pinpointer here, but my grand total of metal detecting in 5 times is 6 pennies and 2 hose nozzles in my backyard. There's a lot of underground wires in my backyard and in my front yard. I actually know where my cable wires and my electricity wires are because I never dug them up, but I know where they are. Yeah, my mom a few years back bought me a little cheapy $150, $160 metal detector. So I get signals. I don't know how to interpret them. I'm not really good at it. I went to my aunt's house. I put a freaking crater in her freaking backyard, and I must have dug like 5 feet down, and I couldn't find shit. They kept telling me there was a signal. I'm like, where? What do I got to do? Dig up the whole yard? If I had a phone, I mean, I have this Verizon phone, but it don't work anymore. So I got a little flippy phone. I got a little cheapy flippy phone, so I can't really. I've never really went on. I don't really know how to go outside and do YouTube and stuff like that. So yeah. Well, you're probably better at me at it. I asked my brother if I could dig on his property that he's renting out, but it's actually in the lease where it says no digging. So, and he lives right down the street because he recently moved. But this was his house, and he sold it. Well, not technically sold it. It was him and his ex-girlfriend, and she still owns the house. She's the sole owner now. He handed over his lease title or whatever, and he wanted to get back to his own life, and I don't blame him. So he moved down the street. So, because his job's right down the street too. So he moved down the street. So on this property, I have access to dig as much as I want. But now he's gone. But my landlord lives in freaking Ohio. So it's not like she's going to come down here. But then again, I don't go in my backyard anymore because there's craters. And not only that, there's a bunch of wasps. And there's like a big wasp nest back there. And I got rid of the wasp nest. And I have a little patio in the back. The day I was moving, the day my brother was moving, he went in the backyard. And now they're coming in my patio, in my enclosed patio. And I took down the nest, threw some gasoline on it, whatever, and they keep coming back. And then they built one on the side. This wall right here is my garage. The other side of this wall is the garage. So now they're putting up a nest. There's a nest. There was a nest on my front door I had to take down. Yeah, these bastards, they're everywhere. They're swarming. So anyway, on outside of my kitchen, there's a big wasp nest. I took it down. They stung the piss out of me, and they stung me lately, but I'm really allergic to that. So it's a miracle I didn't swell up or anything. So I have a fear of going outside. But not only that, my backyard, it's full of craters and stuff. I don't know what. My brother filled it in with sand. The squirrels like to dig into it. They have a family. They just like to dig up the yard. So it's craters and stuff. It's holes. I did trip back there once. So but now the wasp, I don't know. I have to tell my landlord to send me some professional help because I shouldn't have to be inviting what? What am I inviting? Oh, I have wasp spray. I have wasp spray. I have hornet spray. The thing is, they just keep coming back. They have as soon as I get rid of a nest, they come back. I tore down a nest. The big nest, I tore down 3 times. I tore it down. I went up there. I knocked it down. Within a week later, they built it back in the same spot. So I don't know. I had a surveyor come out for the house, and he wouldn't go in the backyard because of the wasp. I can't even go on my patio right now because there's wasp. As soon as you open up the door, they put a wasp nest right above the door frame. Because my brother walked out there the day he was moving, and he got stung 3 times. My mom generally goes out there, but she won't go out there anymore. And I've went out there so many times and taken care of this problem. I just don't want to do it anymore. And it's not my house. I'm a renter. It's not my house. I don't own this place. So, borax and sugar? Well, you know what I did? When I ran out of wasp spray, I took a can. I got so much WD-40 lying around. WD-40 will freaking kill them things right now. Because I don't know what the ingredient is, but if you have pyrethrin, that'll kill them. But they just keep swarming. And outside, they have a thing because they used to have a pool. The people I know in this place used to have a pool, so they have a generator, not a generator thing, a pool thing back there, and a tree's growing out of it. So, but yeah, for some reason they have a big nest right outside my kitchen window. You can't see it, but it's right on the overhang. And somehow they got into my patio, so now they're in my patio area. But I don't go out there anyway, really, so I don't really care too much. My mom goes out there sometimes. But then they started building outside my garage. So I took care of that. But now it looks like they want to, right outside my door right here, there's an old wasp nest. Looks like they're trying to get into that now. So they're trying to take over my house, these bastards, and I'm not going to let them. As far as the back and stuff, it's whatever, but yeah, I've heard about Dawn dish soap because I watch a lot of YouTube videos about yellow jackets, although we don't get yellow jackets out of it. These are just wasps. Somehow they get in my house, okay? I'll be I haven't seen this recently, but in my kitchen, I'll be washing the dishes. I'll have a little baby wasp crawl across the windowsill. And I'm like, how do they get in my window? I don't get, because the nest is on the other side of this window. And I'm like, how the hell did I get in this? No holes. I'm like, I don't get, you know. Well, I've done went out there several times, but like I said, I'm not doing it anymore. If they want to take over the entire backyard, that's fine. But it's the cold weather is coming in now. It's getting cooler, so that's probably going to stop them. But this isn't my house, so I mean, if this was my house, that's fine. I don't own this house. I'm just a renter, and I may be moving in a few months anyway myself. But there's still going to be people here. Family's going to be here, so it's not really a big priority on the concern. But I'm not going to get stung a million times. But yeah. Yeah, I think I sub you Colorado Coin Hunter? I think I did. I don't remember. I've subbed a bunch of people. But if I didn't, I will. And if you have any videos, I'm going to check them out. You know, I generally watch a lot of themes on there, but yeah, whatever attracts my attention. Yellow Jackets, Wasp videos, coin videos, just in general. I just vary a lot of stuff. Whoops. I dropped this on the laptop. Thank God I didn't hit the power switch. And my stomach's growling. I haven't eaten nothing yet, and it's 2:30 in the afternoon. Because I haven't been hungry lately. I'm trying to lose weight. Metal detecting is exercise too. I just don't have any place to go. I haven't done. My friend gave me permission where I may be moving to his house in the future. He's got about 3 acres of land, but his backyard is got a lot of dead pets buried back there. So I don't think I'll be metal detecting the backyard of his house. Now, the front yard doesn't have anything buried, and he gave me permission to do that. But I don't think the house only goes from 1970s. So this house was built in 1972, I think. One time I moved from a place, and I dropped a box of coins I had, and I picked up every one I could find. So I probably lost some coins on that property. So one day I might go back to that place and see if I can metal detect that place. Because I know the owner. I only lived there for 6 months, but the owner's pretty cool, and I know him, so he might let me metal detect there. I might find coins I lost in the past. I probably did. I live in Louisiana. It's not that much I'm fasting. It's just that, one, I'm running out of money because I'm unemployed at the moment. I lost my job a few months ago, and it's really the job economy is sucking ass. I had to go 30 miles to get the job I had because they actually paid decent. Out here, they really don't pay much of anything, and I don't have a car. So within walking distance, there's like fast food shit. So I'm just trying to do all of that and get whatever. Trying to get back on pace, do whatever. So maybe one day I'll be lucky enough to actually, if I actually, and I doubt this will ever happen. Maybe one day I'll hit the 1,000 subscriber, 4,000. I can actually, maybe I could be like a PewDiePie, and that dude makes like $18 million a year off of freaking YouTube. No talent whatsoever, but the dude makes 18 million, probably more. So I don't know. It'd be nice if I could ever do that. If I could make a living just making videos like this, hell, that'd be fun. Chances are it's not going to happen. But you never say never. Come on down for Mardi Gras. You go in the French Quarter. I live about 35 minutes away from New Orleans. I grew up right on the Mississippi River in Chalmette, which was like 8 minutes. 8 minutes by New Orleans by the river. Yeah, I used to get jobs so easily. Now it's like, look, Burger King told me I'm overqualified to flip a hamburger. Okay, Burger King. So, and that's like the bottom of the totem pole. So, I got a big football, basketball, football collection. Saints. I like to watch football, but Saints stuff like that. I haven't played my video games in a long time, but I got a bunch of games. NES, Nintendo, this and that. I think he's asking me, but you can go ahead and answer if you want. I don't know. I don't care. I need to learn the interworkings of Colorado Coin Hunter. No. My mom actually wants to retire in Colorado. That's been her dream for like 20, 30 years. Probably because Colorado's the pot capital of the world. That's probably the reason why. But yeah, my mom, she's been wanting to move for Colorado for a long time. So hopefully one of these years she gets a chance and we'll all be happy in that genre. Hopefully she wins the lottery soon and she can live out her dream and buy a house in the mountains somewhere. I don't know. But I mean, since pot's getting legalized pretty much everywhere nowadays, I don't know if she still wants to go to Colorado, but I've never been to Colorado. Maybe one day. It's too far in the realm of, I don't really travel too much. I've only been in 5 states, so I've never really left the South. My brother's lived in like 10, 12 states or traveled. He wants to actually go move to Oregon or Washington next year, so he probably will. I have a brother right now who lives in Ohio. He's been out there for about 2 or 3 years. He lives down the street from down the street from my landlord. So him and his wife live in Ohio. He used to live in New Jersey at one point too. So my brothers have kind of went trekked the entire USA. I'm kind of stuck in the South. I don't want to leave my state because we're pretty awesome, But I live about 10 minutes from the Mississippi border too. So I'm about 35 minutes away from New Orleans, so ain't too bad. I grew up in Chalmette, as we call it, the parish. So, because we don't have counties down here, we have parishes, because we're awesome. Yeah, I've never been to Colorado. Like I said, I would like to go one day. Rocky Mountain High. But then again, if I go to Colorado, I won't be able to breathe, because y'all are like a mile high over sea level. I can't breathe in that atmosphere. I'm gonna die. Louisiana is below sea level. So our state's slowly washing away from erosion every year. Mother Nature's like swallowing 100 football fields. 2 football fields a day of soil gets eroded into the Gulf. Probably within 50, 100 years, you won't have Louisiana anymore. It won't be a state. Yeah, I've never been there either, but foliage and stuff's pretty cool, I guess. I don't know. There's gonna be one time where I guess I probably will move out on Mississippi. Except my dad lives in Mississippi. I'm in Louisiana. I don't know why. I keep thinking about Mississippi. My dad lives right over the border of Mississippi. I've only fished one time in my life. And the only time I fished, I was 10 years old and I lost the fishing pole. And I said, enough of that. I mean, they have a lot of fisheries out here. Of course, Louisiana, if you look at the map, they have a lot of canals. So there's a lot of fishery and stuff. I've been on a fishing trip, but I don't really fish. But there are big speckled trout you can get out here and catfish and stuff. I watch a lot of the fishing shows that they have. I actually met one of the sports personalities out here. He did his fishing show for like 30 years. He died of some rare autoimmune disease a few years back, and the twin span, which we have twin span and the causeway. Causeway is the longest bridge in the world. It's over 28 and a half miles. Just nothing but bridge and water. And it connects the North Shore to Kenner, going into Metairie, which is a suburb of New Orleans. And so I met Frank Davis. That's his name. He died about 3 or 4 years ago, some rare autoimmune disease. And he was like 65, 70, somewhere in that range. But he did a fishing game report for a local Channel 4 CBS affiliate and on the news. And he would do his fishing game report. He would go out there fishing. And they still do the fishing game report. Don Dubuque does it now. He has his own radio show on Sunday mornings I listen to from 5 to 7 in the morning. Right before the Saints game comes on, they do before the Saints pregame and all that stuff. But I don't know. I just don't want to handle fish. I wouldn't mind fishing. I watch it. I'm interested in it, but I just don't. I live probably about 6-7 miles from Lake Pontchartrain, which is the wide open water, so I probably could fish. I just don't have all the gear. It's just never really interested me. I wouldn't mind doing it, but it's just not really too much of an interest, I guess. Now, there's also a pier. After Katrina, the old twin span bridge, most of it got washed away. So what they did was they built a new twin span bridge, and they took the pieces of the concrete and they built like a bridge, a pier, and you go underneath the bridge. I think you pay like $5, and you bring a cooler, and there's a limit on the fish, obviously, but I think if you go for this, you can get all the fish you want. Like, you pay $5, and you can stay there up to like 5 hours, I think it is, and you can just fish off the pier, and it's right under the twin span bridge. My friend went there and caught like a guppy or something. I don't fucking know. He went there with a 12-pack cooler of beer, and he caught 2 fish actually, because he caught, I don't know if it was a speckled trout or it was a fish. That's all I know. But fish like to hang out by the awnings of bridges, like the underpasses and stuff, I guess. But he put a video on his YouTube a couple of years ago, and he's like, "Oh, I'm fishing." I said, "Where?" And he goes, "To pier." And I said, "Oh, okay." But I think it's like $10 they charge now. But you go there and you fish, and so nothing too bad. But yeah. So it's all of that good stuff. But I don't know, maybe one day I would. I don't know. There's a lot of stuff I really want to do, and there's a lot of stuff I probably won't be able to do. But you never know. I still got some years in me. I ain't crippled yet. I feel crippled, but I ain't crippled yet. But yeah, I'll probably start doing some coin videos, I guess. But I have a hodgepodge of people on my account. Like I said, I have mortgage fan page. I have my Saints fan page. I have like people from other chats. It's random people just follow me. I have a hodgepodge of people that's following me. So if I go to do a specific video on a coin video, then people will talk to me about other things. So it's kind of, damn, my stomach's growling. I got to eat something pretty soon. I'm going to get off in a few minutes and go eat something because my stomach's growling. Go get me a hamburger down the street or something, or a cheeseburger or whatnot. I don't have any. The McDonald's and the Wendy's and stuff like that are mostly on the other side of town, so that's like 5, 6, 7 miles down the road. I can't walk that far anymore. they have this cool sandwich place that's right across the street, and they do good hamburgers and po' boys. And I like the oyster po' boys. It's like $10, which is pretty cheap, and they dress it pretty good. So I like eating those. So, I may just go get me ham and cheese po' boy. I don't know. I have a Wally World neighborhood market on the corner here, so that's pretty good. That's one. I might just get me whatever, but yeah, my stomach won't stop growling all of a sudden. But yeah, I'm glad that, I get to meet all the coin people, because I talked to Jamie Coin, I talked to him, but I didn't realize he's 16 as his other coin hunter. He looks like he's 10. It's good to know that that the younger generation is doing coins, because nowadays with the technology and this and that, you don't think that people have interest in coins. And I mean, obviously coins for spending because you need money and stuff. But I mean, as far as like old coins and this and that, it's always good in that sense, I mean, hell. But I'll collect them to the day I die, and then after that, somebody will spend them. If I die today or tomorrow, it's a safe bet that my stuff will be spent or probably sold. Probably sold, but you don't know the value of stuff. Hey, money's money. It is what it is. So, but yeah, it's definitely good to talk to you, Colorado Coin Hunter. And I'm pretty sure I did sub you already, but if not, I will. And I'll check out some of your videos and see what's what. Give you a shout out, comment. So, everybody follow Colorado Coin Hunter. I'm sure he's an awesome person. I got this one dude. I gave him a shout out one time, and now he comes on every freaking video, and he's like, "Dude, you got to get me some followers. Dude, you got to get me subs. Dude." And all he does is like, "People sub me, people." I'm like, "Dude, I'm not here to get you subscriptions. If you want to get subscriptions, get them on your own." I gave him a shout out. I put him in my featured channels. He's a cool dude. I followed his channel because he's friends of my friend who was on that channel. My friend doesn't have anything to do with this channel anymore. So, but he's pretty good person. I mean, I haven't met him, but I talked to him. But every time he comes on here, he's like, "Dude, I need you to get me more subs." I'm like, you know what, man? I'm not here to get your channel going. I'm here to get me going. I mean, I gave him a shout out in like 15 different videos, but I'm not, I don't have 16 trillion viewers. I can just randomly help people, but the coin community is a good community. And like I said, people just sub me, and I didn't even ask them for subs, and they sub me, which is pretty cool. And I'll sub them back. Although I got to delete some accounts to sub because I'm at like 950 subscriptions, and YouTube's got 1,000 subscription limit that channels you can subscribe to, which is freaking stupid because I subscribe to a lot of Saints football channels and LSU and there are a lot of Saints fans with YouTube and stuff. That's cool. A lot of times on my notification, it'll tell me, but I noticed if you have your notifications set to private, you'll never see it. But if it's set to public, you can see when it says someone notified you. But yeah, I'm pretty sure you did. Yeah, because a lot of times, one guy told me he subbed me, and I said, "Dude, you're not on my list." And he's like, "I subbed you, man." And I'm like, "I don't see where you subbed me." And it turns out he didn't. He was trying to get me to sub him. You got to watch out for that. There are people who will say, "Hey, man, sub me, I'll sub you back," and they won't. Or they'll sub you, and then a week later, they'll unsub you. Because YouTube doesn't notify you if somebody unsubs you. They should. Because if somebody unsubs me, why would I follow them, right? Seriously. There's one guy. I've never talked to him. He's never been on my live streams. he asked me one time, he goes, dude, you want to do a sub for sub? And I said, fine. And this was like a year ago, and he's still subbed to me. He's still subscribed to me. Okay. And he's got like 400 and something subscribers. And I've never checked out his I've never saw any of his videos. He's never seen any of mine. But he's true to his word. He's subbed to me. I'm subbed to him. And he's never unsubbed me. So there are people that are true to their word, you know. I only talked to him one time when he said, do you want a sub? I said, fine, we'll do a sub for sub. So, you know, but I get that sometimes. I'll get like 2 people following me, and then it'll say, and then I'll drop one. And I'm like, you know, one of these coin people, I can't remember who, was saying, what, ran out of credit. What do you mean? You gotta do credit cards on YouTube in Australia? I mean, I don't know. I was wrapping up this video though anyway, Mario, because I'm really hungry. So I was just trying to make a point. And I forgot what the hell that point was, but a lot of times I like to stream at night, do whatever. But yeah, the coin community is pretty cool. And they follow, a lot of them sub me for no, you know, they sub me when I didn't ask, and I think I subbed pretty much all of them back except one. I have to go check again. But YouTube needs to make 2 improvements on here. One, they need to see, I need a list to see who's on here, because unless you comment, I have no idea who's viewing me. 2, they need to fix the timer and the view count, because my timer goes backwards sometimes. Literally, instead of going forward, it will go backwards for like a split second. And then it'll go 6, 7, 8, 9, 8, 9, 10, 11, 11, 10, 9. I'm like, what? And YouTube took like 100 views out of a channel off me one time because they said it was, they wanted to make sure a human was watching it. So, oh, cool, Mario Smoker. That's pretty. Well, like I said, I talk about anything. You know, I'll talk about anything. It's just I wanted to name this coin video so I can talk to the coin people, because all the coin people, well, you're pretty, yeah, you're cool, Coin Hunter. I'm going to check out your videos. But I wanted to make a coin video because I haven't had a chance to talk to the coin people. I wanted to, you know, see? 6 seconds the whole video. I've been talking for 47 minutes, and James says only 6 seconds. I don't know if anybody else experiences this crap, but I think YouTube just doesn't like me. Oh, but you know, James, when I went back and reviewed the last video, it gave me credit for that 2-hour video. It gave me credit because it said like 18 hours watched, and I'm like, really? So I don't know what's going on with the whole view count and the seconds and the minutes, but it gave me credit for it. But YouTube said that computer programs will sit there and watch people sometimes. And so they took away a bunch of my view counts. And I said, look, I don't care if aliens watch me. I don't care if computer programs watch, blah, blah, blah. I don't care. I want to get my view count up. I don't, you know, it doesn't matter who views, if it's a computer program or not, if it's a live person. A view is a view, in my opinion. So, yeah, but I subbed about a good 50 coin people. But I got to go through my subscription list and delete old accounts, you know, because I subbed so many Saints accounts. But there are people on YouTube, there are Saints fans on YouTube that haven't posted anything in like 8 years on YouTube. Those are the ones I got to delete so I can make room for the people that actually sub. Because it's going to get to a point where I'm going to have more subs and whatever. Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I've already talked on here for 30 minutes with no one. Go back and look at my old videos. I would talk for 35 minutes and have no live views. Nothing. And I would just be talking. I kind of think of this as I like to do rants. Well, not rants, but kind of. That's why I named my thing Chatting to the People. Because it's really, when I started doing this, it was kind of like, I didn't expect anybody to watch me. It's just like, I just wanted to talk, give up some points, talk to random people, make friends, because I don't travel. I don't do much, you know, especially when I go back to work soon. I'm going to have less and less time to be doing stuff, so I might as well be doing it now. But yeah, Mario, I appreciate you sitting here and watching me. The way I look at it is, people don't have to. They don't have to watch if they don't want. They watch because they love it. Like James, he watches all of them. You know, he's pretty cool. You know, and I have a bunch of fan groups, so that's why it's a hodgepodge of what you call it. But I don't really want to make my channel into one thing, so I may make one video about coins. I may make one video about this. I might turn the laptop around one day and just play NES on here. I don't know. I'm just trying to get a hodgepodge of people. The gaming community is pretty big, but I play games, but I haven't played them in a while. But you know, if I can get like 100 people from this community, 100 people from that, 100 people from this, eventually, and then just random people, you know, if people like what you're doing and they like your product, they're going to sub to you. And, you know, like the coin community is pretty good out there. You know, they didn't have to sub, but they did. So I subbed them back. I think I still have to sub 1 or 2 people because sometimes notifications don't come up and tell me they sub. Because one guy was like, dude, I subbed to you. And I'm like, okay, well, let me find out because it didn't say. I think I'm at 127 now. So that's not bad. Considering when I started in April, I already had 82 subscriptions with no videos. But I have a fan page, a Saints fan page with almost 19,000 people. If I can get 10% of those people on here to have it made. But Facebook doesn't translate to YouTube very well, at least for me. There's a Saints fan. She's got a cool Saints fan page. She started 6 weeks ago, and she's almost got 300 subs in 3 weeks. And she's only got like 2,500 followers on YouTube, where I got 5,000 on my Saints page. And I have 19,000 on my Saints fan page on Facebook. So I have the fans. It just doesn't translate. And it is what it is. Like I said, I didn't get into this making money. And, you know, like my brother even told me, he tried it, but he even said the best YouTubers, even like PewDiePie, had to wait 4 or 5 years to actually get a following. So, Greg's Kitchen. I do watch Gordon Ramsay's Kitchen Nightmares sometimes. He's a kick. That dude. I'm not really into the cooking scene, but I'll check out that channel. See what's what. You know, as far as Saints fan pages, I'll be like, hey, come sub me, blah, blah, blah. But, yeah, when I went I found the Holla Dollar, half dollar make you holla. I call him Holla Dollar. I found his stream about a month ago, and I started watching. And then just random coin people started following me, so I subbed them back. And then I went in another coin stream, and I watched that, and just people started following me. I went into a coin stream last night before YouTube shut down. And I got like 2 subs. And I'm like, I didn't even comment. I just went in there and I was just watching the live stream. I didn't make one comment, and I got 2 subscriptions from that. And I'm like, all right, cool. So I subbed them back. So, yeah, that's a thing about YouTube. It's about personality. You know, you can have the best videos in the world, but if you don't have a good personality, you know, I'll check them out. You know, I'm not really into all the Aussie humor and stuff and whatnot, but like I said, I talk to this lady on every once in a while on my Skype, and she's from Australia. I know her from a chat room I go to, or I used to go to. I go to a chat room now just to play trivia and stuff. I don't go on there for dating and stuff, although you can, but there's a trivia thing, and I just like to play trivia. And I was number 1 in that for a long time. Now I'm number 2 because this damn girl keeps beating me. So I'm somewhere around 3,700 questions right, I think, or 3,500. But yeah, I'm gonna check it out. You know, like James is pretty cool. I think James Came from my Morgus fan page, which is local. Unless you're from Louisiana, you won't know anything about Morgus. But he's a legend down here. And I did put a Morgus video up. I gotta keep doing that because the Morgus fans that followed me, they expect to whatever. Dollar Tree's always hiring. You know why Dollar Tree's always hiring? Because they pay next to nothing. There's a Dollar Tree about 10 miles down the road from me by the mall. But it's impossible to walk there, and I'm not going to take a cab for minimum wage. So, Silver Seeker, I've heard of that name before. That's a coin guy, I'm guessing. I heard his name on a shout out. Somebody, Coin Digger or somebody was shouting out people, and that's how I started following some. Any coin person that has a giveaway, I'll follow. The first time I went on Jamie Coin Hunter's site, I won a giveaway. I saw your name on a shout out. Somebody shouted your name out somewhere, and I found your name. But basically, I come on here, and I don't have a goal of ever making money. If I do get monetized, that'll be great. And I owe it all to everybody else. I would owe it to my fans, because a lot of these YouTubers, they think their shit don't stink, and they get to a certain point, 1 million subs, and they make the money, and they go, see ya, and they leave. Or they change their, a lot of these YouTubers, they move. They move to California where the YouTube is and stuff. The Adam the Woo does that. He moved from where he would go all over town and stuff like that. Well, he lives on a street now, and he goes, it's a street in Silicon Valley. I don't know where it is, but he goes, the whole street's full with nothing but YouTubers. That's a YouTuber. That's a big ass house he lives in. I'm like, he goes, that's a YouTuber. That's a YouTuber. I'm like, phew. And these YouTubers are making like literally 6 figures, 7 figures. And I've checked out a lot of these YouTubers, these high YouTube videos, and their videos are shit. I can do that kind of stuff. Seriously. My brother told me it's not worth it on YouTube because you have to take 4 or 5 years. He goes, even PewDiePie took 5 years before he started skyrocketing. You have to put in your dues. I understand that. And I don't know how to do these fancy edits and the word things across the screen and the troll and the I don't know how to do any of that stuff. I mean, I can learn. This laptop, I don't think I can do that. But yeah. I'm pretty confident I'll get something soon. I'm not worried about that. I mean, they just freaking pay minimum wage, and because I already know how much I need to pay for my bills. I really only have like $500 something in bills each month. So if I make $1,000, I can save. Because I had $12,000 saved at one point, and I didn't work for about 2 years because of I got burnt out. And I really didn't want to particularly work too much. I mean, I was still looking in between. I was still working odd jobs here and there, but and I kind of got, I don't know. I don't kind of get depressed sometimes. So with my life, so I didn't work for about 2 years because I used my savings up, and I went back to work. And I have a bit of savings now, but not too much. But I don't really want to sit around off my own ass or whatever. But if I would be the luckiest person in the world if I even had an opportunity to monetize, and even if I made 5 cents, I don't come on here to make money. I come on here to talk to people and do whatever. If I made money, that would be like a icing on the cake, a bonus. But like PewDiePie and a lot of these YouTubers, I didn't even know who the hell this PewDiePie was until he popped up on South Park. And I'm like, who is this guy? The gaming community is so freaking big. Everybody wants to go on Twitch, and it's just like, it's gotten to the point where NBA teams and NFL teams sponsor, and they have their own sponsors for YouTube. There are game people that have sponsors and make millions of dollars, and all they do is they play games, competitive action. I mean, that right there, playing video games and make a living, that right there, I salute these people. you just never would have thought this 20 years ago that people can actually just. And I watched this one guy, and he goes, "It's a tedious life. You have to travel from town to town." But and the dude says he makes between $5 and $7 million a year annually, and he's gonna complain, "Oh, it's a tough life. It's a tough life playing video games." Yeah, okay. The dude's got a YouTube channel. It's got like 30 million views, and I'm like, yeah, I really feel sorry for you, dude, considering you're a millionaire. I really feel sorry for you playing games. You're a 20-year-old kid and you're a millionaire. And I really feel sorry for you because you feel so hectic playing video games. You know, if they had this stuff around when I was 20, I'd be a millionaire myself. But I just never had the thought of filming it. I made a Twitch account for my friend because she needed followers. She's got like 400 followers. So I went on there. I've never viewed her content, but I said, okay. So I made a Twitch account so I could follow her. And she's from England. I met her in a chat room, so she's pretty cool. But yeah, it just boggles the mind. There are like 18-year-old kids. There are fucking teenagers out there who are millionaires. Never have to work a day. And they want to complain because they play fucking video games. Oh, it's too stressful. Bitch, please. Right? You know? Shit, in the 90s, if someone came up to me and said, you can make $1 million playing video games, you know, but you see, even though right now I think I have maybe 120, last week it was 110. I think I have like 127 subs, maybe 128. I don't know what the sub count is. I don't think it's I don't think it's too hard of a realistic goal to get 1,000 subs. I don't think I'm going to get like 1 million or 500,000 or whatever. Yeah, 127. But I had 82 subs with no video. But I don't go out there begging for subs. I mean, if I see somebody where they say they're going to do sub for sub, that's fine. You know, or I may say, if someone says they follow me, then I'll follow them back, you know, because that's the right thing to do. You know, if somebody subs you, you should, you know, like Jamie Coin Hunter told me, he said, I didn't ask for subs, they just gave me. That dude had a YouTube channel for not even a month, 2 months. He's got more subs than I do. He's practically gonna double my subs. So it is what it is. I mean, if you have good content, and you know, I used to follow Jesus Metal Rocks, which is a gaming dude, and I liked his videos, but I made a comment to him about something. It was either a phone or a computer, and I don't have both of them. And I said, he goes, which one would you like? And I, no, which one would you prefer? And I said, neither. And he commented me both. And I said, hey, I'm kind of surprised you commented to me. This dude, he's got like, I don't know how many subs, 200, 300,000, probably more. And I said, I'm surprised you subbed to me, man. I said, most people, when I comment to YouTubers, they don't take the time to comment back. Whether if they got a lot of subs or not, they don't read their comments, blah, blah, blah. And then he wasn't an asshole to me or anything. It's just that he made a comment that I didn't quite particularly care for. So I don't sub him anymore. I still watch his videos, but every once in a while, but I don't, you know, it's kind of one of those irking things. He's, you know, I'm sure he's a cool person, but these YouTubers, a lot of them, they don't give, in my personal opinion, they don't give two shits about their fans. They get to they're on YouTube to make money. It's a business. They don't give a shit. They will suck ass and they will be like, okay, sub me. And they get to a certain point and it's like, screw this. There is this one Madden YouTube player and he's a total asshole. And this dude's got like 18 million subs. And this dude will tell you, if you don't like my page, get the fuck off. And I'm like, okay, no problem. But They seem to fail to realize that without people subbing, without the fans watching your content, you're not going to make money. So it's not wise to piss off your membership. You know, it's not wise to offend anybody. So me, I'm kind of cool. I don't care. I welcome anybody. You know, like I said, I'll talk about a whole hodgepodge of things. You know, I watch doctors' videos. I have a hodgepodge of people follow me. It's not just one topic. I wouldn't want to. A lot of YouTubers stick to one topic. They stick to the coins, or they stick to the gaming, or they stick to the other stuff. There's a YouTube channel. Can't remember the name of it. They're pretty cool. And that Dude Perfect channel, that's freaking awesome. I found out about that channel when Drew Brees was on there. And I'm like, holy shit. I said, they came to New Orleans to do something with Drew Brees. And I said, you know what? If they got Drew Brees on that channel, I'm subbing them. And I subbed. They got like, I don't know, 16, 18 trillion views. They got enough money to 5 of them. They got a whole warehouse, and they just do trick shots. And, you know, that's a way to make a living. Goofing around, having fun with your friends, and making money. What better way? But I don't really go around asking for subs and bugging for subs. But yeah, I named this video Coin Video or Coin Whatever because of the coin community. And I just wanted to thank everybody that subbed me from the coin community, and everybody that subbed me in the past, and everybody else subbed me in the future. There's my salute. You know, it's all good, and I really appreciate it, you know. And if y'all feel free to recommend me, that's fine. I'm not gonna ask or whatever, beg or whatever, you know, it's stuff. But I just like talking to people and, you know, all that good stuff. So, but when I start going back to work in a few weeks, hopefully I'm gonna have less and less time to be on YouTube, but I'm still gonna be here, you know. So, but me making coin videos is me taking a coin and showing it up and going like this. But when I do that, the whole screen turns yellow for a couple of seconds, and then it is what it is. So, but you know, and I've bored people to death now, but because it says I got one, but I'm gonna wrap up this particular video. But I appreciate everybody that was on here. Mario Smoker, James Roy was on everyone. Of course, the last one, Awesome Joe, was on here. So, Awesome Joe Productions. And Colorado Coin Hunter, I appreciate you. You know, so I'm gonna go get something to eat because I'm hungry. I'll wrap this up. So I appreciate y'all. And if y'all want to recommend me, that's fine. You know, it's cool. I'm not gonna, you know, I'm not kind of the beggar for subs, but it's all good. So I appreciate y'all. Thanks for taking the time to view me. You know, talk about whatever. That's mostly what I do. I come on here and I talk. So you know, but I'm gonna go get something to eat. I appreciate y'all. Thanks for watching. Who dat? Go Saints.